My name is Nurul Putri. I'm from Polytechnic APP, major in International Trade for ASEAN and RT. I'm from Pillar 2D. So, because there are so many terminology for international trade that you should know, I will explain about 15 terminology in international trade that are quite popular. So, check it out. First, international trade. What is international trade? International trade is the exchange of capital, goods, service across international borders or territories, and most countries such a trade represents significant share of gross domestic product or GDP. International trade allows us to expand our markets for both goods and services that may not have been available to us. Number two, export and import. So, an export is the shipping of domestic goods or service to a foreign country where the products will be processed, used, sold, or exported. Many countries encourage export as a way to increase employment, income, and consumer spending. Import. Import represents the bringing of foreign goods or services in another country where the product will be processed, used, or exported. Countries that have high import levels face a trade deficit and they need to increase their reserves pay for the import goods. So, export and import are key elements in country trade balance as the sale of export goods increase a national gross output and the lower the value of imports, the more positive the balance of trade. Number 3. Balance of trade or BOT. The balance of trade is the difference between the value of a country's imports and export for a given period. The balance of trade is the largest component of a country's balance of payment. Economists use the BOT to measure the relative strength of a country's economy. Number 4. Balance of payment or BOP. The balance of payment or BOP is a statement of all transactions made between entities of one country and the rest of the world over a defined period of time, such as a quarter or a year, and in the difference between total earning from all export and total expenditure on all imports. Number 5. Incoterms. The Incoterms rules are created and published by the International Chamber of Commerce or ICC and are revised from time to time. The most recent revision of Incoterms is 2010, which came into force on 1st January 2011. So now, Incoterms 2010 rules are standard set of trading terms and conditions designed to assist traders when goods are sold or transferred. Incoterm rules specifies the obligation of each party or the point in the chart where risk transfers from the seller to the buyer. Next, we going about shipping document. So we're going number 6, pro forma invoice. Pro forma invoice specifies the following: first, buyer and seller in this transaction. Second, a detailed description of the good. Third, the harmony system classification of this good. Fourth, the price. 5, the payment term to sell, which would typically be expressed. And number 6, the delivery detail, including how and where the goods will be delivered. And next is the currency used in the quotes. It's like, or you want to use US dollar or yuan or whatever. So number 7, commercial invoice. The commercial invoice might look similar to the pro forma invoice you initially send your customers to serve as a quote. Also, it should include additional details you didn't know before. For example, once you have the commercial invoice, you probably have an order number, purchase order number, or some other customer reference number. You may also have additional banking and payment information. Packing list. The packing list identifies items of the shipment and includes the net and gross weight and dimension of the package. It identifies any marking that appear on the package and any special instruction for ensuring safe delivery of goods to the final destination. Number 9, certificate of origin or COO. Some countries require a certificate of origin for your shipment in order to identify in what country the goods originate. The certificate of origin usually needs to be signed by some semi-official organization like Chamber of Commerce or a country's consulate office. The certificate of origin may be required even if you have included the country of origin information on your commercial invoice. And the next about bill of lading. There are 3 common bill of lading documents: inland, ocean, and airway bill. So we're going to number 10. It's about inland bill of lading. An inland bill of lading is often the first transportation document required for international shipping, create for export. It can be prepared by inland carrier or you can create it yourself. It's a contract of carriage between the exporter and the shipper of the goods that stage where the goods are going. Number 11. Ocean bill of lading. If your goods are shipping by ocean vessel, you will need an ocean bill of lading. An ocean bill of lading can serve as a part contract of carriage and a document of title the cargo. Aerial bill. Goods shipped on a plane require an aerial bill. Unlike an ocean bill of lading, an aerial bill can't be negotiable. It's a contract of carriage between the shipper and the carrier. Number 13. Insurance certificate. Considering the amount of cash that are usually put in international trade, most businessmen take an insurance. This helps to mitigate loss in the event the worst actually happens. Number 14. Dangerous goods forms. Shipping dangerous goods or hazardous materials can be tricky. Before you do it, the appropriate people at your company need to be trained in the proper packaging, labeling, and documentation of the shipment. The shipper's declaration dangerous goods forms need to be completed by someone who has been trained. Number 15 is about Indonesian National Single Window or ENSW. The ENSW is made by Indonesian government is a nationwide integrated system which is used in processing documents for custom, quarantine, licensing, seaport or airports, and other documents which are related to the export and import. From ENSW website, you can get information about regulation repository, HS code, information about prohibition and restriction, rules of origin, manifest information, threat simulation, tracking, and exchange rate, and etc. So many you can get from Indonesian National Single Window. Wow, so I'm finished now. That's all from me. Thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to like and share it if you like it. So, thank you for your attention. Bye-bye.